Welcome back, everyone. It's the Bourbon Judge.
All I got is bourbon.
Welcome back, everyone. It's the Bourbon Judge. Welcome back, everyone. It's the Bourbon Judge. Hey, we're back at it with 13th Colony. Yes, 13th Colony putting out a brand new product. All right, 13th Colony. Before we dive into this one, real quick, quick update. People ask often, so Judge, what's going on with the Judge community in terms of like single barrels and so forth? So I have been on the road, been pretty busy solidifying and getting us a few different barrel picks. But the only one I want to talk about for today, we have others as well. The only one is Wild Turkey. So we just secured our Wild Turkey barrel pick. We will be going out to Kentucky in the next, I think it's like the next 2 months, to pick our own solo Wild Turkey barrel pick for the Judge community. So really excited for that one. Uber excited, as well as, again, there are other barrel picks that we've secured. I'm not even going to go into those today. We'll focus on those on another day. Cool? All right. Back to 13th Colony. So I'm excited. So to give a quick overview about 13th Colony, and I've reviewed them in the past before, but they are a non-distilling producer, an NDP, based out of South Georgia. So when you think of South Georgia, I mean, they are south, right by the state line. When you think of South Georgia, you just think of heat, hot, heat, which in a lot of ways, heat actually does a lot of good thing for the whiskey, right? It really does a lot of good things for the whiskey. So when I think of like heat and other states that kind of can use heat toward their advantage in terms of like aging whiskey, I think of Florida, I think of, well, South Georgia, of course, for them, and then also Texas as well. So Texas, Florida, and then South Georgia, those are like truly like the epicenter of just like heat. So 13th Colony uses that toward their advantage. I love, Danielle and Max, the owners of 13th Colony, very transparent in being an NDP, and the fact that they use the heat and the elements of the heat toward their advantage. So good by them. When you think of 13th Colony, you think of, they have their small batch bourbon, small batch rye, cask strength bourbon and rye. They had like the maple spiral finish and a few other different finishes as well, different things they've done throughout the years. And of course, everyone loves the double oak. This one here has, I don't know, this potentially could be fantastic. So what is this, Judge? They call this one the brand new Barrel Symphony. So essentially, this is the first bourbon and rye blend. And they call this one composition number 1, which you'll see right here on the label, composition number 1. So that kind of hints toward there will be other future releases, composition maybe 2, 3, 4 down the road, that might be somewhat different in terms of the blend makeup. Hey, I give them credit just for, putting out a new product. Again, trying their hand at blending, in this case, blending bourbon and rye together. Again, one thing I will say that they've always focused on is focusing more on the quality of the whiskey, right? So this is a limited release, but focusing on the quality of the whiskey in terms of like they focus on aging the whiskey for like the taste versus like just like, put it out like at a certain time because it hits 5 years, 6 years, 7 years. So that's a cool thing. I'm good by that. All right, what else do we know? So this one, the composition number 1 is a blend of 87% of it of 6-year-old bourbon, and then 13% of it is 7-year rye. Coming in at exactly 116.2 proof, so right at cask strength, and availability. So this is available across 20 different states where they are available, as well as online via their partnership with Sealbox. All right, enough talking, let's get into the whiskey. So let's dive into this one real quick. This color, pretty dark too. I like that. Not bad at all. Let's get into the nose real quick. Ooh, sweet. Sweet, very sweet. Ooh, has like a nice little maple syrup kind of a note to it. So Judge, if I see this limited release, what is it going to set me back from a price standpoint? So MSRP is $90, $89.99. Ooh, that's nice. The nose is really nice. It has like a maple syrup meets like almost like a toasted graham cracker kind of a note. Yeah, it's like a maple syrup, graham cracker, like a toasted graham cracker. Almost like a caramelized brown sugar note. A good influence of pepper as well. slight, very small like notes of like chocolate. And that is more, that's way more dark chocolate than it is milk for sure. Wow, nice nose, very nice. All right, $89.99 limited release, the first release, composition number 1 of Barrel Symphonies. Let's see what this is all about. Fantastic nose. All right, cheers. Okay, that has, wow, that has layers of, oh, that's very, very, very bold too. That has layers of like sweetness. Wow, look at the oils going down. That is sexy. It has layers of sweetness to it. It's sweet and spicy all at the same time. Real quick, 3 quick easy favors. Number 1, hit the like button. Number 2, drop me a comment. Let me know what are your thoughts on 13th Colony as a whole, all their other different products. And then last but not least, please make sure you all subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you get a notification each and every time I release new content. Cool? All right, let me get another sip on this one. Cheers again. Wow. Amazing layers of sweetness and spice. They are very much almost like they are layered in very well. Think of like a cake that has like different layers to it. This is very much that. It's layered in very well. It has sweetness. It has spice. Sweetness, spice. Everything that was in the nose comes together very well in terms of like the palate, like the mid and end of the palate. All of the notes that I had in the nose, in terms of like that that maple syrup note. The maple syrup meets like the brown sugar, smidge of leather, but then you also have like that peppery note as well. So the pepper is folded in there also, and then the next layer goes down to like that toasted graham cracker note. This is very well put together. Very well put together. Hold on, before we give a final judgment, let me just get this last little sip. I want to check out the palate one last time. More like the mid end of the palate. Sweet, spice, lingers on for a long time. I would say it sips probably right. What's the proof again? What's this? 116? 116.2. Wow. That sips right at its proof point. It sips right at 116.2. It's here and it just stays. It's very constant all the way through the mid palate toward the end of the palate. It is very consistent. It doesn't fall off actually at all. I need one more sip actually. That's, wow. This is, you never know what to expect with a new product. But I'm going in for one more sip. Last little sip before I give my final verdict. It's interesting in my next little pour. So the first time I had let this one sit for a while. This has like a very subtle note of like a honey note. I didn't get that in the initial nose, but I'm getting it now when I just poured it again. But everything else is still there. The honey, a little bit of chocolate, that toasted like graham cracker note. Very nice. All right. Cheers. All right. So, you would say to me, Judge, is this a buy, a do not buy, or a split decision? In my courtroom, we only provide fair and accurate verdicts. The verdict is in. This is a definite buy. This is absolutely fantastic. And I mean fantastic. I like their maple spiral finish, the other product that they have, right? And this is not a finished product, right? So I'm not trying to like compare the two. I'm just thinking of like when I look at the availability of like what's out there from a 13th Colony. I always love their rye, small batch, cast strength. I even like their bourbons as well, and the maple spiral. But when I think of something that is slightly different, I think this embodies 13th Colony in a perfect fashion. It's everything you want in a bourbon and a rye blend. So when I think of a symphony, this is hitting on all notes. This is truly epic. And I mean epic. I think they just, shit. I'm getting one more pour. I'm getting one more pour. This is fantastic. If you choose to buy this, you will not be disappointed. It is truly fantastic. Wow. Nice job, 13th Colony. Nice job. Got the judge going after, goodness gracious, another pour. Goodness. All right, my friends, as we say in this courtroom, peace, cheers, most important, salute. Take care. See you guys.